Alternative Input Device Review by Joseph Moynihan. Access to computers, mobile devices, and information via the internet is an instructional necessity in the 21st century classroom. Traditionally, the only method of interacting with a computer, mobile device, or other technological tool was through manual inputs via mouse or keyboard. However, this presented a distinct disadvantage for students with physical disabilities, as they are unable to manipulate a mouse or keyboard due to limitations in mobility. So then, what is Tracker Pro? Tracker Pro represents an alternative to the traditional keyboard and mouse. It's a computer input device that takes the place of a mouse for people with little or no hand movement. Simply plug it in and it works just like a mouse, no additional software required. Anything that can be done with a regular hand mouse can be done using Tracker Pro in conjunction with one of the many clicking solutions. Where can a student procure the device? There are several vendors that a student can procure the device, including EnableMart, RehabMart, and Spectromics. You can also get it on Amazon, and the regular price ranges anywhere from $940 to $990. So while it's one of the more expensive devices for alternative inputs using a computer, it is one of the most highly recommended ones on Amazon and RehabMart. Who benefits from the device? Anyone with limited or no hand movements is going to benefit from the device. However, it's specifically designed for people who are quadriplegic, have multiple sclerosis, motor neurological diseases, muscular dystrophy, cerebral palsy, carpal tunnel syndrome, and any other disability where the user has little or no control of their hands due to an inability to use a standard mouse. As you can see on the screen, there's also a digital keyboard in which an individual can use their head movements in order to manipulate letters and words. What skills or tools are needed to operate the device? The device comes with reflective stickers, a mounting base, USB cord, and WISP 2000 product, which is optional and provides you with a wireless capability for the mouse feature. The reality is the reflective stickers are the only thing that are necessarily new as an input device. You would stick it on a pen or glasses or even the user's forehead, as you can see in the video, in order to manipulate the mouse via the USB and the webcam. As for skills that are needed, really it's a two-step process. The individual only needs to know that their head movements correspond to where the cursor will be, and know that their nods will inevitably allow them to click or right-click on an icon or the keyboard. So simply, the skills needed to actually utilize this device are very, very minimal. The only catch-22 with the device is that you need these reflective stickers in order to use it, which these stickers will fall off from time to time, and while they're not expensive, if you don't have them readily available, it could render the actual machinery almost useless. So the pros and the cons of utilizing the Tracker Pro. The pros are easy. It's easy to set up. It takes very minimal knowledge to utilize the device. It's easily transportable and adaptable to a wide variety of devices. Because it's only connected to a USB, or even better if it's a WISP system, you can easily use it on your laptop, your desktop, or even an AEC device. That's the beauty about this device, is that it's so flexible and it's so easily manipulatable for different devices and different purposes. Now, cons. As I talked about earlier, the need for reflective stickers to utilize the device can be complicated. While they provide you with a number of them within the package itself, and while they are by no means expensive, ranging only from about $1 for an entire pack, it is a complication. If you don't have them readily available, it could render the device almost completely useless, as it depends on that reflective sticker in order to make the movements on the screen. That being said, you could always stick it to a pen or something else in which you're not going to take it off and be able to utilize that reflective sticker for a prolonged period of time. The price. In opposition to some other input devices, this is rather expensive. I think the cheapest one that I had found was actually on Amazon for about $930, $940. While this could seem rather expensive, especially in contrast to the other input devices, it really does have a high rate of success on many of these sites. Individuals do go on and review and exclaim that it is more beneficial than some of the others. Especially with the capabilities and the software that you can add to it, it truly does take the place of a mouse or a keyboard. Another con is the unintended movements. Really, one of the complications with using your head is that sometimes we have a tendency to move, shift directions. When this happens, your cursor or your clicking ability is going to be altered. So if you make a unintended click, you're going to have to go back. Which leads me to the next one, require time for manipulating keys. If you make a mistake, because it's head movements, not just very quick, succinct clicks on a mouse or a keyboard, it does take a prolonged period of time. That being said, when you really think about it, if an individual never had access to these sort of tools and mediums before, I think a prolonged period of time is better than no access whatsoever. So while there are quite a few cons in opposition to the pros for this device, I think that many of the cons can be either worked, manipulated, or are acceptable considering the benefits the user is gaining from the use of this device. Now, if you take here or look at my references, I have the AbleNet Spectromics and the Tracker Pro video. If you would like to know more, I would personally recommend the Spectromics. Had a great review on not only the product, but some of the adaptability and modifications that you could use for it. That being said, thank you very much for watching my video. Have a great day.